I need to document this moment in time. At time of recording, it is about 1 o'clock on the East Coast on Saturday, April 18th, 2026. WrestleMania 42 is a scant few hours away, and everything is falling apart. The build to WrestleMania 42 has easily been the worst received build to WrestleMania this side of the pandemic. It has marked a firm and clear ending point of the 3-year honeymoon period under Triple H's creative reign in WWE. And the great thing about WWE is that when they know they're doing bad, you know that they know they're doing bad because they make some very big and clumsy public moves. Case in point, this is Andreas Hale. He is a boxing, MMA, and pro wrestling reporter for ESPN. He has notably, for the past few months, been covering WWE's events in particular. About an hour ago, he tweeted the following: "I will not be covering WrestleMania for ESPN. WWE denied my credentials and blocked my access. Neither I nor ESPN has been told why. You can speculate on the reasons, but if you want answers, ask WWE. Let me know when they tell you. Finn." So that's abnormal. After all, for years, WWE has been chasing and coveting proper ESPN coverage because that would mark their entrance into the mainstream of the sports world, which WWE has always been somewhat on the outside of. That was until definitively this past year, when WWE entered a deal with ESPN to exclusively host all of their PLEs in the US. It's no different for WrestleMania. In fact, both nights of WrestleMania are having their first hour broadcast on ESPN and ESPN2 respectively. So with these two entities being so buddy-buddy, why is this one reporter being denied access? Well, Andreas Hale went somewhat viral on the wrestling internet in September for his coverage of WWE's WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza was WWE's first show to be hosted on ESPN. Mr. Hale reviewed that show, giving it a final grade of C. If I could editorialize for a moment, this was an exceedingly generous grade. This was a show that saw Brock Lesnar beat a very imminently pre-retirement John Cena in front of a bunch of Make-A-Wish kids. It was a fundamentally evil show, and he went soft on them. But even this corporately synergistic minor criticism is apparently too much for the WWE, to the extent that Mr. Hale is being denied access. This bodes poorly for WWE's show of shows, considering the utter shitstorm of vitriol and criticism the build has already gone through. From a plotting and inconsistent Punk Roman build, to the befuddling insertion of Pat McAfee into the main event program, to the sorrowful afterthought that is each night's undercard, it leads me to wonder, what could they be planning that they know is so bad that they need to ban this particular critic? Because if you look at WWE's media through the past week, they know where fans stand on this build. Hell, if you just watch the wrestling shows they make, they know how much fans dislike this build, considering they have had at least 3 worked shoot promos in the past week and a half over this whole Pat McAfee business. Again, what more can people say? It's just so fascinating to feel some kind of disaster on the horizon. It's like in slow motion, you see people evacuating the city and battening down hashes, likely planned for however they plan to finish WrestleMania Sunday. Not even the performers can hide how dour all of this is. Here's Cody Rhodes on the SmackDown before WrestleMania, dressed and grieving for a goddamn funeral. WrestleMania is supposed to be a fun and exciting time, but there is just this miasma of fear around the whole thing this year. So much so that it is looped around to becoming the main draw of the show, at least for me. Maybe I will be shocked and blown away. Maybe this Andreas Hale thing is just some kind of coincidence. Or maybe cracks are beginning to show. Cracks that will soon become irrelevant once the earthquake herself hits. See ya after Mania. If you want to know my thoughts about what does unfold, you can stay subscribed to this channel. If you want immediate reviews from me for both shows, those will be exclusive to members of my channel. Memberships start at $2.99 a month. All members get a visual shout out at the end of each public video, and my supporters but larger get auditory shout outs like the following. Thank you to my supporters but larger, TB Skyen and Steven Gorman. Otherwise, you can and subscribe and see what else I've got coming, and what else comes of this. Thank you very much. Peace.